All right, now that you've found your image and you've saved it in the folder on your desktop called Text Art, we're going to open that image in Adobe Photoshop. So if you haven't already done it, launch Adobe Photoshop. Go to the File drop-down menu. Click Open. Navigate to where you saved your image. Find it, click Open. And it should open as a new tab in Photoshop. Okay, so here's my picture of Noah Kahan. Once your image opens, click on the image, drag it over to your Text Art Project tab. Hold that click, drag your cursor into the center of the image or in the center of the workspace, and then let go. It should transfer that photo into your workspace. Okay? Now you're going to resize the image. Remember to hold Shift if you need to constrain proportions. And you want to make the figure, you're not really caring about all the stuff around the figure, but you want to make the figure or the person that you've chosen pretty large. I'm going to zoom out so I can find my corners. And you want them to fit within the borders of your workspace. And remember, don't cut anybody off. You don't want to chop them off or amputate any of their legs. When you're done and you've got them sized correctly, click Done. Great. Command S to save your work. If you haven't already saved it, save it in your Text Art folder as a Photoshop file. Click Save. You can click OK on Photoshop format options, and then open your Layers palette. So to do that, go to the Windows drop-down menu, click Layers, and we're going to rename the layer that your image is on, Layer 1. We're going to rename that layer to Photo. And then save again. Now we're going to use the Add New Layer button at the bottom of the Layers palette to create a new blank layer. So that lives down here at the bottom of your Layers palette. It's this little square with the plus sign on it. You're going to click that. It's going to give you a new blank layer. And then we're going to use 100% black paint bucket to fill the layer with black paint. So over in your toolbar, you're going to click the paint bucket tool. You're going to swap your colors down here from white to black. So you want your fill color to be black. Use your paint bucket and click inside that space. That's going to fill the whole layer with black paint. So now you should have layer 1, which is black, your photo layer, which is the picture of your figure, and then a background layer, which is locked. Now we're going to create a new blank layer, another new blank layer, and arrange it above your photo layer. So click the plus sign at the bottom of your Layers palette. It's going to give you another new blank layer. And you're going to take layer 2 and put it between the black layer and your photo layer. Then you're going to label your layers. You're going to put it above the black layer. You're going to label that layer, layer 2, you're going to label that layer text. So your Layers palette should look like mine. Text, first, layer 1, which is the black layer, and then the photo layer below that. Then save your work and move on to the next tutorial.